Okay, so convincing victory in the end, but didn't start out that way.
No, I thought we were very slow to start today. I was quite disappointed in that. We did have a couple of chances before they scored the first, but I could just tell, and the intensity on the play was not just quite there. Don't know if that's maybe just getting used to the surface. You could maybe factor that in a little bit, but the goal that we conceded was poor from our aspect. We got caught out at the back. We've conceded quite a cheap free kick, and then not dealt with the runners into the box. But the response off the back of that was good. For us to score straight away within 2 minutes was important. We don't want a team that's we already know is going to be stuffy to start with. We don't want to give them an incentive to start to sit in deeper and be more hard to break down, and harder opposition to break down. So it was good that we got that goal straight away, and then that kind of gave us the freedom to kick on, and it was kind of a wake-up call for the boys that. And then obviously for us to then score another 4 without reply to take us in at the break 5-1 was important more than anything. It was important. So then it gave us the chance to bring boys off and keep them fresh for next week. 2 weeks time. And obviously give other boys a run out. We've got Cammy there that's came on for the first time this season. It's good to get minutes in his legs. Colin as well. It's good to give him a run out as well. So all in all, it's a good day at the office. I think now after the 90 minutes, we can look back at it and be happy.
As you said, made a couple of changes. Obviously, Cammy coming on was more enforced than tactical. Unfortunately, how's Johnny looking?
Just have to wait and see. It's a suspected broken ankle, potential ligament damage, so we'll need to try and judge what one of the two it is. He's away at hospital at the moment. He's going to go for a scan, and we'll take it from there off of when we get back from the hospital. Either way, it looks like he's going to be sidelined for a while, and it's a shame because he's just back from his surgery. But look, that's football. These things happen. We need to move on, as much as obviously we'll facilitate and organise his rehab programme again. We need to move on and just look at the squad of players that are fit and kick on and get ourselves prepared for 2 weeks' time to come back here.
And like I say, speaking of changes, perhaps one that was more positive is Mark O'Rourke coming off the bench again, netting as well. He's doing well when you do bring him on off the bench. Yeah,
and like you say, it's good to have that depth. We've spoke about this before. It's good to have the depth in the squad, that we know the players that we're bringing on are going to do an equal job as to the boys that we've selected to start. And Mark's shown that. There's a couple others that are there or thereabouts as well. You look at boys like Luke Curry, who's made a few appearances off the bench. Jay as well. As much as Jay's not scored, he's been involved in a couple of the goals since he's came on. One today when he's took the ball off the full-back and squared it across for Scotty to tap in. So that strength and depth is vital, and that was one of the main things that we looked at the start of the season, to try and build a squad that's strong enough, no matter what circumstances we come across, whether it be injuries, whether it's suspensions, boys away. Obviously we've still got a big outbreak of COVID at the moment in terms of the country, and it was imperative at the start of the season that we built a squad strong enough that we'd be able to deal with any of these situations that may arise. So like I say, I'm happy with the squad we've got. I'm happy with the bench that we've got. There's not an occasion where I'm turning around and worrying about the quality of player that we've got. I know that everybody that we've signed is good enough to do a job for us and represent the club, and that was shown again today when some of the boys that are getting their first run outs are still coming in and doing a very good job for us.
A little bit of a headache then for 2 weeks' time.
Of course there is. It's the big one. Everybody wants to play in it. I'm sure I'll have a couple of players chapping my door at training. But that's what you want as a manager. You want all your players to be firing on all cylinders. You want them all to be ready and fit and ready to go, ready to start in every game. And if you've got that, you're already halfway there to success. So we'll look at it. We'll look at today. We said this before, we'll look at the footage, we'll watch it back, we'll see if there's any areas we can improve on in terms of tactically, shape, the way that we played, and then obviously off the back of that we'll then look at if there's any personnel change that needs to happen. And whether that's the case, then so be it. The boys have deserved it, and whether we go with the same starting 11 in 2 weeks' time, then I don't think there can be any issues as well with the boys that did the jobs to start with. So we'll look at that over the next 2 weeks, and we'll make sure that, like I say, we'll be as strong as possible in 2 weeks' time.